Yeah, we have another question like it here. We have make P, R, and T in turn the subject of the formula I equals to PRT divided by 100. That is to say, make P the subject of the formula first. After that, make R the subject of the formula. Then after that, you are also to make T the subject of the formula. Now, what formula are we talking about? I to be equal to PRT all divided by 100. Don't forget, I said for you to solve or to make any variable the subject of the formula, always recollect, remember, board mass. Board mass. And when you remember board mass, this is the order of operation. But as far as change of subject of formula is concerned, you start from the back. You move from the back, then you are coming to the front. Now, in the question given to us, are we having subtraction? No. Are we having addition? No. Are we having multiplication? Yes. Then how do we remove multiplication? And where is even the multiplication? We have P times R times T. That is where we have how we have what? PRT. What are we making the subject first? We are making P the subject first. Then what are the variables multiplied with P? We have R and T multiplied with P. Then we need to remove that R and T. How do we do that? We are going to divide. Am I making sense? So we say divide both sides by what we are using to multiply P, that is R and T, by RT. So we have I times RT to be equals to PRT divided by 100 up times 1 over RT. This is a division. For me to say divide by RT, I can either introduce multiply by 1 over RT. I can have multiply by 1 over RT. Or better still, let us look at it in this way. Now, just as I said earlier, we want to remove R times T. And for us to remove R times T is serving as multiplication there. Then I can just say multiply both sides by 1 all over RT. Am I communicating? That is, I times 1 over RT to be equal to PRT divided by 100 times 1 over RT. What is the essence of doing that? So that RT will be cancelled. So that RT will be cancelled. So that P will be able to stand alone at the top here. And look at it, RT is gone. And so we have I divided by RT to be equal to P all over 100. Now what is associated with P this time around? That is 100. And in what is the operation? Division. How do you remove division? For you to remove division, you multiply. You multiply by what? By what you are using to divide, which is 100. You can say multiply both sides by 100. 100 times I over RT to be equal to that same 100 times P over 100. So we have 100 to cancel 100, and P is standing alone here, and here you have 100 times I, which is 100 I over RT, which is the same thing as P. So we can rewrite this by having, we say, therefore, P is successfully standing alone, which is 100 I over RT, and that makes P the subject of the formula. Let's recap. I is equal to PRT divided by 100. We are interested in making P the subject of the formula, and we know that from the order of operation we have board mass. So in order to make use of BODMAS, you make use of BODMAS from the back, because we are making the subject of the formula. We are trying to return every other variable attached to what we are looking for back to the other side. Then how do we do that? We need to know, maybe our question is having subtraction. No, it is not having subtraction. So we move away from subtraction, we come to addition. Is it having addition? No. Is it having multiplication? Yes. How do we get the multiplication? We have P times R times T. So which means P is being multiplied by RT. And the only way we can remove RT is to divide by RT. Then when you say you are dividing by RT, it's like you are multiplying by 1 over T. That is what we call division by RT. You are multiplying by 1 over T. That is the inverse of RT. So in that case, now RT has cancelled RT. So we have I times the inverse of RT. So we have I over RT, which is the same thing as the P that is remaining here. So that is P divided by 100. And the next step is to make P to stand alone by removing this 100. And that goes with division. That is division by 100. For you to eliminate division, you multiply by what? By that 100 that you want to remove. So I want to remove this division divided by 100. I'm going to multiply by 100. So I told you, whatever is done to this side must be done to the other side. Multiply this side by 100, multiply this side by 100. Here, 100 is able to cancel 100, and P is able to stand alone. So we can now rewrite that P is equal to 100I over RT.